Fight fans, what's going on out there, man? It is the homie, Mainman Mademan in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. What up to the fam? Salute to everyone that catches this live, and salute to everyone that catches this on the playback. Thumbs up as you pull up. I repeat, thumbs up as you pull up. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? What's up, fam? Oh, you know what? I didn't even change the dang. I thought I changed the thumbnail on the. Sorry about this, fight fans. I didn't mean to use that particular thumbnail. Let me see if we can do something about changing that on the fly. Didn't mean to use that thumbnail right there. Let's see. See if we can change it. Salute to everyone that's coming in the building. Give me a second, man. I had the wrong thumbnail up here on the video, and we're going to use another one. Sorry, that still got my main man Bud Crawford up there. Yeah, we're gonna change that on the fly. It look like we can do that on the fly, so that's a good plus. All right, let's see. Salute to everyone though, man. Salute to all y'all, man. First off, I want to say, man, to my fam, man. All right, there we go. Yeah, we good to go. All right, sweet. And we got the new thumbnail up there, man. I want to come through first off before I get started with this here stream, man, and I want to give a hearty thank you and a big salute to the subscribers of the channel, to the supporters of the channel. I want to say, with y'all who knows of what I've been dealing with the last couple of days, your kind words, your condolences, I want to say thank you for those. I definitely know where my support comes from. I want to say thank you very much for your kind words. Me, as well as my old lady, we all read all of your comments and everything out there, man, and it made us feel a whole lot better. It made us feel 10 times better. So I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Your words are well received, and your words are well kept. You get me? So thank you very much for helping me and seeing me through this situation. I'm still dealing with it, I will admit. But however, doing this boxing talk right here is kind of therapeutic to a certain degree. And I like talking boxing. So it occupies my mind. You know, it keeps me from sitting in one place overthinking too much. And, you know, truth be told, it's something that it keeps me moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt like I'm well enough to come on here. I don't know for long, but to come on here just to talk some boxing. You feel me? I'm a little behind on the A-ball on a lot of things, fight fans. So y'all gonna have to forgive me on that, but I'm gonna try my best to play catch up. You know what I'm saying? Now, first off, salute to everyone. Damon Webster, I see you, man. Salute my brother, man. Salute to you, Damien. I appreciate you, man. Dirty Red, what's up, Dirty Red? What's up with you, man? Thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you all, man. I really do, man. All right, fight fans. I want to pick up on some Teofimo Lopez talk, shall I? I mean, I haven't had a chance to really dwell on this much since the fight that happened with Georrge Kambosos, so I'm gonna give it my angle on it, POV, main man style. Y'all already know. And we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna call it the way it is. Look, here's the deal. First off, I believe that Teofimo Lopez is getting a terrible rap, a bad rap out here in the boxing world. I think it's disgusting how Teofimo Lopez is being treated by the boxing media. And I just think it's overall disgusting, just the total treatment of Teofimo Lopez post his loss to Georrge Kambosos. Let me start off, fam. First off, congratulations to Georrge Kambosos. He fought a beautiful fight. There's no hashtag no excuses. There's hashtag no excuses. That man came into the backyard of another fighter, of a world champion, and took the belts off him in his own backyard. That is the most honorable thing that you can perhaps do in boxing, next to becoming an undisputed champion. I'm going to say that one more time for the rookies that just walked in. Next to becoming an undisputed champion, the most honorable thing that you can do in boxing, I believe, is go into the backyard of another champion and take the belts off him. It's the same thing that Kell Brook did to Sean Porter. It's the same thing that guys like Julius Ndongo did to his opposition. Those things garner a certain level of respect that a lot of boxing fans, I guess, just can't understand today. You sitting in front of a ruckus crowd that hates your guts. They want to see you lose. They want to see you fall. You have no intent. When Earl went into in Fort Kell Brook in the UK, he went through a massive crowd of just people booing him and talking trash to him. That can take a toll on you mentally. But he still went in there and got the job done efficiently. You know what I mean? And I respect that to the fullest. So salute to Georrge Kambosos. What he did was not nothing normal, and you don't see every day. Taking all of them titles in the backyard of another fighter. So salute to that, first off. Second, this is why I always tell y'all, fam, I don't understand as a boxing fan where today's boxing fan, I honestly see myself fitting in, because today's boxing fan, unfortunately, don't respect work. They don't respect work. We living in an internet age. We living in the internet age full of influencers. Y'all need to understand something. The influence business is a multi-million-dollar business. Literally, it's a multi-million-dollar business. You got folks out here that get checks to just retweet something, to just, paste a link or paste a link to your video. You got guys out here that's making 6 figures a year doing that. And why they are so important is because whatever they do, guess what? Everyone that rock with them gonna believe it. It's called influence. And it is a multi-million-dollar business. Just go to Instagram and check your favorite influencer. And we living in that day and time. And so a lot of folks are not thinking for themselves as much as they used to. A lot of folks are just going to their favorite whoever and they're saying, well, if that's law, then that's the law. That ain't how it goes, fight fans. You got to sometimes, even when you read these headlines in the boxing media, you got to sit back and think to yourself, is this right or wrong? And then what's going on with Teo is wrong. Here's the deal. Every criticism that's floating in about Teofimo Lopez has nothing to do with him as a fighter. First and foremost. Nothing to do with him as a fighter. We tossing out the fact that he has still the best run at 135. Everyone wants to focus on Vasyl Lomachenko. That's just part of the whole shit. Let's not forget that Teo was a world champion prior to defeating Vasyl Lomachenko. He'd already put the work in. He had already put the work in by defeating and taking the title off of Richard Comey. So he had already put the work in. His next stop was Vasyl Lomachenko for all of the belts. A top 2-3 pound for pound fighter. Wiped off, wiped out. Get the fuck out of here. You and your excuses and the horse that you rode in on. He beat that boy. Clean. Of course, every excuse in the book comes afterwards. Now, I think about that monumental victory because at that point, Teo had already had the best resume of the class. People tend to forget that work. The resume at the class was already number 1. He beats Vasyl Lomachenko, takes everything away from him, and he still got no respect. This is why I rock with Teo. He still got no respect. All Teofimo Lopez ever wanted was respect and to be treated with such. And he never got it from his promoter. He never got it from the fans. And he never got it from across the aisle. And we're going to break all that down. He never got it. And so people get mad that he hunted for it. And he sought it out. And he did the best that he could to obtain it. Respect. And everyone's laughing at him because he wanted his fucking respect. Oh, we're going to go deep on this. And let me move this pitch out y'all way so we can, guess I can see y'all comments. Oh, we're going to go in on this, fight fans. I ain't feeling this. I ain't feeling this one bit. Hold on. Let me shrinking this up. So he wanted his respect. Right? Now, you think about this, right? When he fought Vasyl Lomachenko, The man got paid $600,000. Take in mind, he was a world champion, fighting a guy with all of those belts, top pound for pound fighter. Any other fighter would have got a minimum of $1 million or somewhere around there. He got $600,000. That was his highest payday. $600,000 as a world champion fighting a top pound for pound fighter. No respect. He beat that boy. What happens afterwards? His own promoter. Crooked ass Bob, right? Crooked ass Bob. Snaky ass Bob. We tend to cherry pick Bob's statements. 1 minute we rocking with him, the next minute we ain't. 1 minute he's a snake, next minute he's a truth teller, right? Snaky ass Bob. What did Bob do? When Teo says, I beat Lomachenko, your star, your guy that you want to make the star, now I beat him, I want to be paid. Bob laughed, who do you think you are? You don't get paid nothing. You do what I tell you to do. And what happens? Teo gets a mandatory, which is Georrge Kambosos. Bob don't want to pay for the fight. It goes to purse bid, right? Bob then goes behind Teofimo Lopez's back to contact DAZN and Eddie Hearn and say, don't get involved in the purse bid because I want to keep this kid's price low. DAZN and Eddie Hearn, Eddie was feeling himself publicly and shit because he didn't want to be smacked around in the public by Bob Arum because he felt like Bob was trying to chump him. So he like, nah, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to put our hat in the ring anyway, right? Man. And at that point, Triller comes out of nowhere and says, we're going to respect Teofimo Lopez and pay him what he needs. Let's give him the money. Bam, Teofimo Lopez making $3 million. He is happy as a mug. He's running over the Triller. He's hugging on Ryan Kavanaugh, right? He's running all over the place, happy as hell, selling himself, raising his marketability, telling people how much he beat Vasyl Lomachenko, telling people, well, I mean, at least in his mind, I'm undisputed. He may not have been undisputed. I don't agree with him being undisputed. But I do agree with him being the #1 fighter at 135. That's just the facts. But he trying to raise his stock. He running around telling his story and he having a new kid on the way. And people wondering why he was after the money. He got a baby on the way. So he like, yes, I'm getting my money. Then we hear news come out of Bob Arum doing sneaky stuff as always. And all of a sudden now this fight ain't happening on Triller. If can I pinpoint exactly what Bob did? Probably can't. I just got a hunch. I'm going to say that. I got a hunch. But I just know that they fell apart. Teo's biggest payday, finally getting some sort of respect. More respect than he got versus Loma. Against Georrge Kambosos on a foreign network, he's finally arrived. He's finally won his freedom fight fans. And Bob is still talking shit. Oh, when you come back, don't think that you're going to be making the same amount of money. Bob was talking about shelving Teo when he came back to ESPN and Top Rank. He was saying, who do you think you are? He was calling them all names, talking all greasy about Teo in the public because Teo went to get his respect and went and got his money. Then that falls apart. And then someone that was super cool says, you know what? Let's help Teo out. Hey, Teo, check this email out that I got. Sent Teo the email. Teo now got a copy of the email that Bob, or should I say then Top Rank and DAZN communicating. Sabotaging his purse bid. Now Teo got some ammo. Now Teo is like, Bob, talk your shit now so I can sue you to oblivion. Bob changed his tune. No, I was just joking. I would never, Of course I was just joking, talking to the public. Now Teo got the magic email. Now Bob's scared, like, oh, give him anything he wants. And now Teo made the tragic mistake right there. Instead of using that evidence and gaining your freedom, you got the belts. You can sue his ass for sabotaging your purse bid and keeping you down like that. You can walk away from Top Rank in ESPN at that moment right there. But Teo didn't do it. What Teo did was say, Bob, I got some dirt on you, bruh, and force Bob to redo his contract. Instead of walking away from Top Rank in ESPN, which he had an opportunity, he instead extended his deal, possibly under new terms, possibly under more money. Who knows? I don't know the details. All I know is he extended. And now I'm like, wow, he's now stuck with Bob, right? So he's gone over here to DAZN. At this point in time, people are like Devin Haney. This is the part that really kills me. Devin Haney. Do I want the Devin Haney fight all day? Would it make Teofimo Lopez undisputed all day? Here's the deal. Stop blaming Teo for Bob's shit. This is the same problem we had with Terrence Crawford for years. Stop blaming Teo for Bob. What am I talking about? Correct me if I'm wrong. Devin Haney's contract supposedly was up with Eddie Hearn, right? Supposedly, allegedly. It was up with Eddie Hearn. Bob Arum says now is the moment for you to come across the street and talk to me about a Teofimo Lopez fight. When Devin Haney attempted to go and talk to Bob, Bob took a closer look and see that Devin Haney and Bill Haney are their own promoters. Which means that's an extra check for them. Which means Bob don't do business that way. Which means that's more money out of his pocket that he got to down co-promote with two guys who ain't taking no risks. Bob don't move that way. He's an old school promoter. He's not like Eddie, who is modern and can understand that business structure. Bob can't. Bob don't come from an era where fighters were promoters. And so he looks at it as, that's extra money out of my pocket, and you ain't taking no risk whatsoever. If this thing collapses, you still get paid. I the one that lose money. Bob don't do business that way. Well, anyway, Bob says, come on over here and talk to me about a Teo fight. But then when Bob supposedly, allegedly took a closer look, he comes out to the public on numerous interviews. Well, Devin Haney is still obligated to Eddie Hearn. Eddie got options on Devin. So, no, we can't do no business. So, who is the blame here? Is it Teo? Or is it Bob, who don't want to do business with a fighter that promotes themselves? This is the questions that fight fans don't ask themselves. Bob has never wanted to do business with Devin at all. We say Teo this, Teo that. Teo can't make his own fight without his promoter, fight fans. He's under contract. It's on Bob. Stop blaming Teo for Bob. Stop giving Bob the golden pass and giving all of the wrath to Teo. Teo can't move. Why do you think that he was calling out Josh Taylor? Because Josh Taylor is a top-ranked fighter that fights on ESPN, easy peasy, right? He ain't called out nobody else at 140, just Josh. So the fight with Devin, even when Teo approached Eddie Hearn, how did Eddie Hearn approach that situation to Teo? Remember? It was, well, you're Bob Arum's fighter. It was, I can't talk to you like this in the public because of Bob may be watching. It was Bob. When Teo was the other day, he was debating on camera, right? When he was getting into the big back and forth with Devin. What happened to the meeting with Bob? What happened to the meeting with Bob? What happened to the meeting with Bob? Bob ain't make the Devin fight. Bob is the one with the sway over the WBC to create franchise belts. Bob is the reason that the WBC will not order the franchise champion to face Devin Haney. Bob, fight fans, not Teo. Where do we get this notion that Teo got all of this power at 24 years old? Bob ain't making the fight. He don't do business with fighters that are promoters that he don't feel like can sell like that. That's just Bob, and y'all can tell me I'm lying all you want. Y'all better remember who we talking about. We talking about Bob, Charlie. We talking about Bob. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, I can't blame Teo for not being able to make a fight that with another fighter on another network. He can't. Yeah, he might be over there on DAZN right now. That's one fight. That was one fight. One fight. That was it. That was all. So for anyone who's mad, oh, Teo avoided Devin. Oh, he just talked this trash. You better put that blame on both sides. Because if you think that Devin and them ain't know the same shit, you fooling yourself. They knew that nothing couldn't happen. They knew it. They always knew it. A lot of us just forget these stories. We influenced to forget these stories. Oh, well, I forgot all that happened. I forgot. I just remember the interview of him and Devin and he didn't make the fight. I forgot all the rest of that stuff. That's the way it goes. These fighters, especially when you're dealing with Bob Arum, they only have a certain level of control. He had control when he found the magic email. He lost control when he re-signed the deal. He didn't take the magic email and really take it to high heaven, which he should have. He should have. But he didn't. And instead he resigned, so that's what we are. So I can't blame Teofimo Lopez for not fighting Devin Haney, man. I can't even blame. I mean, that don't even make no sort of sense whatsoever. Whatsoever. Now, Teo's father, Teofimo Lopez Sr. This is the real reason I guess a lot of people bring a lot of wrath towards Teo, because of Teo Sr., right? Here's my deal. Give me another father in boxing that don't cover for their son the way Teo Sr. did. My thing is this. If Teo Sr. wouldn't have been acting the way he's been acting, I would have looked at him funny. Real spill. You cover for your son, win, lose, or draw. You cover for your son no matter what. I don't give a fuck. Fuck what the public talking about. Fuck what these fans and critics and media, whoever's saying. You cover for your son no matter what. And if you got a problem with that, call up Ruben Guerrero, call up Kenny Porter, call up Angel Garcia, and you tell them not to do it. I don't blame Teo Sr. for trying to sell his son, talking loud, talking obnoxious to a certain degree. I don't blame him. They were trying to sell that kid. They were trying to take the opportunity that they had while they were at the top and market and sell. The one thing that they couldn't get around was not being undisputed. But here's the deal. Inside that ring, you can't say shit about Teo. Yeah, he might not didn't fight Devin Haney, but who was he calling out? He was calling out Josh Taylor, an even better fighter. Why the hell didn't Josh answer the call? No one wants to answer that question. Josh's answer doesn't pass the smell test of not being undisputed or whatever the case may be. It don't pass the smell test. The problem is that Josh knew that Bob was not going to make the fight. This is why Josh told everyone, you want me to fight him, you have to raise the price. Because he knew it wasn't going to happen. They already got 2 mandatories lined up for Josh Taylor. The WBC one comes after this Catterall fight, allegedly. And that's a top-ranked fighter. So it seems to me that Teo was being shut down from the Josh fight because of Bob. If y'all think that Bob was running around here thinking he was going to just let Teo skate around after getting that evidence on him and getting that dirt on him, you fooling yourself. He never gave him Josh. And you know why he was calling out Josh, fight fans? Because he's not supposed to be at 135. He was supposed to been left the weight class, fight fans. But here's the deal. We just talked about respect and financial. I think Teo looked at it as, if I can't move up to challenge Josh Taylor, the only fighter up there that's going to really bring me a good set of cash, there ain't no one else. You got Ramirez up there, but Ramirez is talking about going to 47. Who else is there for him to fight to get the respect and notoriety that he needs and wants and deserved at that point in time? Who was it? He went after the next biggest killer, Mr. Undisputed himself, Josh. But he got laughed out. You got fans steadily talking about Devin. He talking about Josh. That's just the facts of the matter. Devin got his hands full right now, fight fans. Let me say this to y'all, man. And I get it. I'm rooting for Devin Haney. Y'all know that. But Devin, if he don't watch it, will suffer from the same thing that Teo suffered from. And that is staying at a weight class too long and your performances get affected. You keep on playing. Devin is busting at the seams just like Teo. You can be the best fighter in the world, fight fans. If your body ain't going to allow you to be that fighter, it don't matter. You can have all of the skills in the world. When I look at the Teo and Kambosos fight, I didn't see a skill deficit. I didn't see a man in there who didn't know what he was doing. Skill deficit. No. I seen a physical deficit. What do I mean? People say, well, you know, Teo's father was giving terrible instructions in the corner. Oh, what was he talking about? He going in, knock him out, going in, knock him out. Because Teo's father was afraid of a second half fight. Teo's father knew that they should not have been in that fight. Teo's father wanted him to go in there and get it over with fast before the championship rounds came or before the later rounds came, where Teo's weight cut will prove to be a problem. He knew it the whole time. They left breadcrumbs leading up to this fight the whole damn time. They were not supposed to be at that class. Teo came in on the scales at 135 pounds on the dot. No 0.1, no 0.2, no half, no nothing. You think that he really came in there at 135 on the dot? I'm just asking the question. They knew he was too big for the weight. They drugged this fight out long. The one X factor that Georrge Kambosos knew that he had going into this fight was to take him into the deep waters and use the weight cut against him. So Teo Sr. was trying to hurry his son, keep his confidence high to go in there and go for an early stoppage. Unfortunately, Teo didn't have it. He couldn't deliver. But that's what the reason for the hurrying him up. Come on, man, stay up. Hey, go knock this guy out, man. Because he was afraid of rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And he knew my son won't be probably as strong. He won't be nearly as, his tank won't be nearly as full. He'll be huffing and puffing. He ain't going to be able to push himself but so far at that point in the fight. Where George Kambosos, a true 135-pounder, speedy fighter, well, he'll take over at that point in the fight. Because he's used to this. He's not busting at the seams. He's making weight comfortably. He came in underweight. This was the setup right here. So when y'all look at Teo's father pushing him, like, y'all like, well, he ain't telling him to do this, and he ain't telling him because he wanted the KO. He didn't want to see the later rounds. They know that this weight cut is nothing but serious. The man just had a kid. For all of my fathers out there, what happens when you have a child? You eat, you sleep. What happens? You know what I mean? Pops knew it. They know what they struggling with in the gym. They know that this is not, we got to get this fight now and get the hell out of this class. And if we lose our marketability. But they had no alternatives, fight fans. Bob saw to that. Bob saw to the fact that he will have nowhere else to go but stay in this class. You ain't going up to fight Josh. I'm not letting that fight happen. There's no one else that you want to fight because no one else with Teo make no money with. Can't fight Tank. Can't go up to fight Gary Antoine. That ain't gonna happen. There's no one left. Ramirez is moving to 47. Who are we talking about? So Teo like, give me Josh. Give me the best cat up there. This guy got all of the belts. He says he's undisputed. That's who I want. Easy political fight to make. I don't have to call Eddie. We don't have to call Al. All I got to do is call Bob. And Bob ain't do shit. Bob could have told him to drop the belts and move up. No need to face Kambosos for what? It does nothing for you. You just beat Vasil Lomachenko. Go up and move up and fight Josh. Let's keep this momentum going. But that ain't what happened. Teo got shut down. He got delayed. He got schemed on. All because he was winning. And you can't still tell me what did he do wrong in the ring. He beat the best competition at the class, fight fans. And this is the respect that he got in return. Bob Arum putting a bad stain on his undisputed. He can't be claimed undisputed because of the franchise shit. Y'all may say, well, Teo requested it, man. He requested it to be transferred. I don't believe jack crap coming out of Bob Arum. I don't believe any of that shit. This shit got Bob Arum name written all over. You believe what you believe, I'll believe what I believe. At the end of the day, he was shut down, man. Almost boxed in. Forced to take this fight at a class that he shouldn't have been at. It made sense when it was for $3-4 million. Didn't make sense this time. It's unfortunate. People say, well, he was doing too much of this and doing too much of that. He was doing too much. He ain't do shit. He just did a few interviews. That was it, and that was all. He was trying to market himself to gain his freedom away from that dude. What did he say when he ran into Eddie Hearn right before this fight? Remember I did the video and I was like, yo, he was gazing into Eddie Hearn's eyes like, please take me, Eddie, please. Eddie couldn't do it. He knew he couldn't do it. And he said, as soon as my deal is up with Bob, I'm coming to see you, Eddie. That's exactly what Teo told him. But Teo, you fucked up by re-signing, man, by extending. And now you stuck with that. I don't know what type of trick bag Bob got them in now. Now they at the mercy of Bob Arum. Because he got shut down. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, fight fans, it's very unfortunate that he lost to Kambosos. And Kambosos put in a very, very valiant, great effort. But once again, I didn't see a skill deficit with Teo. And I still believe that Teo at 24 years old will move up to 140 and can cause some serious damage. Serious damage. He can move up to 40 and become the man. He really can. He really can. Unless Mr. Gary Antoine Russell got something to say about that. Outside of that, he can move up to become the man. Who do you got beating him at 140? Full-fledged, ready to go, Teofimo Lopez. No weight cut, no weight draining, no affected performance, nothing. Devin Haney has been telling people for months that he need to go up to 40. You got JoJo Diaz in front of you. A fighter that's going to push you to the end of the earth. JoJo Diaz is not going to stop coming. You better hope that your weight cut don't kick in. Because you know damn well that Devin's supposed to be up at 140. So that's all I'm saying. And I see the news going around. I hope Devin do get the fight with Kambosos. You know what I mean? I truly do. Why do y'all think that even in the post-fight interview, when they interviewed Kambosos and Teo, they asked Teo, did he want the rematch? Did y'all see what Teo's answer was? Well, we're going to go back and, talk to the team and boom, boom. That didn't sound like a dude that really wanted a rematch. Why do you don't think he wanted the rematch? Because he don't want to stay at the class. Any more performances from Teofimo Lopez at 35 and he loses. He got to go. Shouldn't have been there that long. He overstayed his welcome. But he had no choice. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Y'all ain't got to agree. You know, y'all can say, hey, he's always been a bum. The Nakatani win was a fluke. The Comey win was a fluke. The Lomachenko win was a fluke. Y'all can go down that line all you want. I'm going to follow the breadcrumbs. And I got to say that this kid was schemed on. He was never respected for all of the things that he won. They played with his undisputed. He's not technically, he's in a gray area when it comes to undisputed. That's sad, man. You don't do that to a champion, bro. You don't do that, man. After this kid done put in so much work, how much work did the rest of them put in? While y'all sitting around admiring all of these fighters like Tank. Who he beat? Devin. Who he beat? I could tell you who Teo beat and took titles off him. I don't respect the hype. I respect the work. That's always been MainmanMademan from jump. I always tell it to the Spence fans. They don't want to believe it. It ain't so much that I got something against Earl. I think Earl is the fucking man. But he got to put that work in. When you comparing him to the other guy, it don't compare. The workload don't compare. It just don't. The challenge is beating people while moving up in weight. And the workload just doesn't compare. That's just the facts. You feel me? And so that's what I respect, man. I respect the work. So to Teo, man, he's 24 years old. He got a long road ahead of him. You know what I mean? He got more than enough time to make up for this blemish right here. They can't take away the fact that you whooped Vasyl Lomachenko's ass and had him in the Matrix himself. You were Mr. Smith if that was the Matrix. You feel me? Call yourself Mr. Smith. And we ain't gonna forget that you whooped his ass and everyone around here admiring Loma. Motherfucker got 2 losses under 20 fights. 2 losses under, 17 fights, 15 fights. He ain't barely won. And he got 2 losses already. But he gets admired while Teo, who beat that man, and has some of the best victories at the class, well, he just get laughed at. Fuck no. Don't work like that. I respect Teo. It wasn't your night. You lost, bruh. Yeah, the game plan from Kambosos was better. Yeah, Kambosos is better fit for the class. You lost. But move on. Now, people may look at Teo's answers today and say, well, listen to how he talking, man. He talking all greasy. He's embarrassed, bruh. He's embarrassed. It's embarrassing. That's a hard fall he took. He had a lot of people praying on his downfall. A lot. And he took a hard fall. So, of course, he's a little embarrassed. It's a natural human reaction. So what? But just remember what you done and remember how much time you still got left to do what you can do. That's what Teo needs to wonder. I think Teo should move up and weight immediately. Immediately. Anything less, if he takes another fight at 35, that's on him. He got nothing at 35. Nothing. Devin is not going to think about him no more. Devin is calling him a fraud. Devin is calling him a fraud. How the hell you going to call that man a fraud and you ain't achieved half of what he achieved? I don't understand this boxing climate. I'm starting to believe I don't fit in. And of course, fans going to run with that shit. What the fuck has Devin done? Huh? What has he done? To be talking that big shit to a Teofimo Lopez. Show some respect, man. At least the fighters back in the day can respect their opponent. You calling that man a fraud after he beat the man who they say was the man, the legendary unicorn, Vasyl Lomachenko? He beat that boy, and you calling him a fraud. He beat Nakatani and Kome, who's better than everybody on your resume, but you calling him a fraud. That don't make sense to me. Beat JoJo, beat him convincingly, then talk your shit. But don't talk that shit before you get that big win, bruh. Who the fuck you beat? To be calling Teo a fraud. Like I said, bruh. So, I'm not with the hype. Y'all go with that hype shit. Devin got his hands full with JoJo. You better dust JoJo. JoJo is not a slouch. JoJo is not a slouch. And most importantly, just like Georrge Kambosos, JoJo is actually made for the class. You're not. That's why I always say, y'all can sit back and say, well, man, we know that Devin got a good jab. You know he got that good movement. You know he got the length. You know he got the movement. I'll say, yeah. And if you put his skill set against JoJo, like I told y'all, I'm leaning Devin all day. But the one thing that me, you, or no one in this building can measure is the fact of how is the weight cut affecting him and in which fight will it show up in. You better watch it, man. You don't know. Teo didn't know. Teo thought he was going to ice this dude in 4 or 5 rounds. But he cutting down to 35. I almost wonder, are you sacrificing muscle? Because if we get to the point of sacrificing muscle, fight fans, well, we're well beyond the line. And Devin said, well, I'm slimming down, but I ain't started sacrificing muscle yet. I did catch that in the interview. He admitted he hasn't started sacrificing muscle. So he felt like it's still okay to make the class. All right. That's all I'm saying. Punch resistance, the endurance, your punching power. Does it carry through the fight? All of these things are affected by a weight cut that you're fighting in the division that you shouldn't be in. So I'm just saying, fight fans. Devin, why you running around calling the brother a fraud, the man who's accomplished 20 times more than you? This is how they do Terrence Crawford. This is how we do in today's fight game, period. We don't respect the work. We don't respect the work. Dog, Teo, he may not have been undisputed, but in today's era of how many undisputed champions we had in the full belt? Are we up to 5 or is it 6? I think it's 5, right? Bud and then Canelo. I want to say it's 5. That's he might didn't get the actual WBC thanks to his snaky ass promoter. But damn, he came close. I got to give him that. And he technically beat the absolute best fighter at the class. He did that. I'm sorry, fight fans, for ranting on. I can't understand how we treat Teo like this, man. And he achieved so much. And just because it wasn't his night. This is the reason, I'm going to say it again. This is the reason why the best are scared to fight the best right here. Because of these type of reactions. This is the reason why the best don't want to fight the best. Teo suffers his first loss in the whole boxing world is raining fire and brimstone down on him. And forgetting about his snaky ass promoter. Nah, don't work that way. Teo, you continue to fight, bruh. One bad night. That's it. Move up. Do it all over again. Start from scratch. Start it over. That's a division that's right for the taking. Right? Unless Mr. Gary Antoine Russell has something to say about that. But outside of that, that division could be ripe for the taking. You know? I mean, give him Josh if he want Josh. But at this point, of course, Bob ain't gonna do it. Bob gonna teach him a lesson now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go through some of the comments, man. Salute to all y'all, man. Salute to the fam. Salute to the fam, man. Thumbs up as you pull up, man. DJ, what's up, Zion Love, my brother? What's up, man? How you, man? Chilling. Nazay, I see you, man. Yes, sir. Raheem, what's up, Raheem? I'm cooling. Thank you all, man, for coming on through. You know what I mean? Mills Lane, I see you, family. What's up with you, man? He say Teo a fraud, man. But I mean, look, man, how you gonna call him a fraud and he won? Where's the fraud at? Where's the fraud? Because he lost to Kambosos? But what about the Nakatani, once again? What about the Kome? What about Lomachenko? Those don't spell frauds. I can't call him that, bro. He got the workload. It's not like he was a one-hit wonder. It's not like he was a one-hit wonder. He came out of nowhere, got one. He wasn't a James Buster Douglas. That's what you might want to say, hey, let's call him a fraud. This dude was a guy that was proven over and over and over again. I can't call him a fraud, fam. Can't call him a fraud. You know what I mean? Thank y'all all for the warm words, man. Thank y'all all. Wookie Wook, I see you, family. What's up with you, man? Wookie Wook, why you ain't got that blue suit, fam? You got that blue suit, man. What's up with you, fam? Salute to you, man. Good to see you, bro. Thank you, man. It was a hard last couple days. Made it through, you know what I mean? Still kind of dealing with it. But this is therapy for me right here, you know what I mean? Salute to my homie G. Benson, man. Salute to you. Thank you for all of your support, family. Much love to you. Good to see you, man. Good to be here, man. It really is in front of the good people of the channel, you know what I mean? It really is, man. It really is, man. Salute my brother Bruce Goes on deck. Bruce, I see you, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Yes, sir. Raheem says they are out of the FUD shield section of the media establishment. Yeah, man. That's all it is, the shield section. You right, bro. A bunch of shields. Corporate shields. That's all they are. Sad, man. They ripping Teo down like this, man. Didn't give him no credit, though, when he was on top. He was talking his talk, trying to sell himself. Bob says, I need a star. I need someone to sell tickets. Well, when the dude's out here on different platforms talking his talk, trying to sell himself, people want to keep shooting him down. He can't get up. Or every time, you ain't undisputed. Well, Bob won't make the fight. He won't make the Devin fight. How is it Teo's fault? Eddie can't even make the fight without Bob. Eddie got him over there fighting Kambosos, but can't get him over there to fight Devin. But it's Teo's fault? Nah, man, I can't see that. Well, Teo turned it down, man. I don't know. Y'all believe everything that come out of that top rank camp? I don't know that. I'm supposed to believe that Teo is afraid of Devin, but he ain't afraid of Josh. I'm supposed to believe that Teo is afraid of Devin, but he wasn't afraid of Loma. I'm supposed to believe that. That don't make sense to me. Lomachenko, the great Lomachenko, right? Even though Orlando Salido beat that ass. The great Lomachenko, who lost to old man Salido, 2 losses in under 20 fights. He was supposed to be the greatest thing in the world, right? And when he got rid of Lomachenko, now I'm hearing everybody gin up Lomachenko. Oh, everybody want Lomachenko back now. Bob want him back now, right? All because Teo demanded his respect and to be paid accordingly. It's unfortunate. I look at Teo as being totally duped by the business of boxing, period. It ain't nothing more than that. Y'all want to look into the fight and don't look into the suits. I'm hashtag anti-suit. Y'all know that. Boy, I'm getting back to form up in here, man. I'm hashtag anti-suit. I don't believe shit that these suits say. I'm rocking with the fighter, and I hope Teo be okay after this is over. Move up to 40, bruh. Go get your respect. You got to win it back. I just don't understand it. My brother L-Dub boxing on deck. What's up, Chief? How you feeling, man? Hey, what's up, L-Dub? Salute to your many encyclopedia of boxing on deck, my main man. What's up, man? Cooling, man. Mills Lane says Comey was a good win. That was a good win. That was a good win. That was a really good win. It's going to be interesting to see how him and Vasyl Lomachenko pan out. You know, that's Loma's next fight is Richard Comey. So if that's going to be the case, let's see. Loma better dust him, right, since Comey wasn't nothing. He did do a good job against Nakatani. Loma did his thing against Nakatani. Why he couldn't box that way against Teo? Why he couldn't box that way against Teo? Because Teo's a fraud. He flowed against Nakatani. He was the Matrix against Nakatani. When he got in there with Teo, he couldn't walk through the front gate without taking a right hand to the nose. Period. And he was scared that if I eat too many of them, I'm going to taste that canvas. Oh, he started to come on late, man. That don't mean shit. The fight was over. Teo had $7 in the bank. Don't mean nothing. He wasn't supposed to win. He was a fraud. That's for Georrge Kambosos, man. Let me just say, Georrge Kambosos, bro, go out there and get your fight, man. You deserve it. You the king. I listened to Lou DiBella, and Lou DiBella says he's gonna go to the highest bidder, right? As he should. Now, Lou DiBella, you know, I know PBC got to be kicking themselves right now because they're on super bad terms with Lou DiBella after that Deontay Wilder debacle, right? So Lou DiBella can't take unless PBC make a beautiful offer for Tank to go over to Australia to do what he need to do. Now, Tank is already fought on the road. Remember when he beat that boy Liam Walsh? And he fought him overseas. So maybe Tank needs to try to go, but it's going to take a pretty penny. They're going to take him to the bank. They're going to take him to the bank. And it's because Lou got fucked over by PBC, remember? Over the Wilder and Joshua deal. Remember, he got screwed over that, and they stopped doing business with him after that. And so Lou probably sitting back like, I got my guy with all of the belts now. Y'all would love for Tank to have these belts. It's going to cost you. Oh, it's going to cost you. He going to have to come over here to Australia, and this is how much we going to need. Damn, will they do it, though? You got to ask yourself, will they do it? I don't know if Floyd do it. Maybe Floyd and them feel like, yo, Tank is already big enough. You know, his name is already big without all of the belts, and he don't really need them. But if he did go after them, it will definitely fill a respect gap, a certain respect gap that Tank needs to fill. Tank has the popular gap filled, that popular lane filled up. You know, his fan base has grown. He's been promoted properly. But the one thing that he still lacks is a certain level of respect. We do believe in his skills. We do believe he can hit hard. We do believe he's a good fighter. And ain't nobody taking nothing like that away from no Tank. But we do have a respect gap because we want to see the guy. We want to see him beat the guy. And maybe if they can give him this fight, that will close that respect gap. And after that, there's no more criticism left for Tank. Can't say he fighting small fighters. All that shit gone. Can't say he ain't beat nobody. Can't say he ain't fought. He beat the man that beat Teo. So maybe they pay for the respect. I don't know. But you got to, it's going to be interesting. Now, Lou DiBella does a lot of business with Eddie. Lou DiBella does a lot of business. Well, I ain't going to say a lot of business with Bob, but he does most of his business nowadays, it seems like, with Eddie. And and I don't know, he going to charge them top dollar too, because they dismissed Lou to a certain degree after Tevin Farmer. You know, after Tevin Farmer kind of failed, Lou kind of like been pushed out from the zone and Eddie and all them. It's like, maybe not. He going to charge all of them. All of y'all try to push me away. All of you promoters that got network deals. Eddie, you got DAZN. Bob, you got ESPN. Al, you got PBC and Fox and Showtime. Okay, great. I don't have no network, and y'all pushed me out and told me to take the scraps. Well, guess what? I'm in the driver's seat. This is how much I'm going to need. This is how much George going to need. Beautiful. Good shit. That's boxing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I hope Kambosos gets the fight he deserves. Now, this is a great opportunity for Devin Haney, man. This is a great, great opportunity for him. I don't know if he can stick down at that class long enough. Is it worth it? I mean, I don't know. But be careful. You know, every fight that passes for Devin at this point, just be careful. Just be careful. You know what I'm saying? But, however, opportunity-wise, it's a beautiful opportunity for him because they can lure Lou DiBella and Kambosos to the table. He got to get through JoJo. Where does Teo go? He is too big for 35 and too small for 40. He got to go up, bruh. I'd rather for him to fight at the higher class than at the lower class. I think he loses more at 35 than he does at 40. I think at least at 40, he might can either gain something or two. He might got to take a soft touch to get used to the weight and get used to carrying that weight late into a fight. And most importantly, get hit by a bigger man. All of those matter. But I think he'll have better success at 40. I don't suggest he should stay at 35 much longer. Devin needs to be very focused and get this win this weekend. Then he is in the driver's seat. Hold on. Oh man, y'all been coming in heavy. Then he in the driver's seat. Yeah. Get this win this week. Then he is in the driver's seat for the biggest fight this far in his career with Kambosos. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. He has a very good opportunity here. Devin should come. Eddie should come through for Devin here. I almost wonder what this will entail. Usually fights like this is what promoters use to trap fighters. Do I believe that Eddie Hearn just allows this fight to go down and then he just allows Devin Haney to walk away? No. So all of these things will matter. But I think it's a good opportunity for Devin. He should go after, even if it's in Australia, he should definitely go after it. He should definitely go after it. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. This is also the fight that gets Devin the respect that he wants. Well, actually, I take that back. I take that back. JoJo would be enough for me. JoJo would be enough for me. He beats JoJo. He beat JoJo convincingly. I'm bigging up Devin. He got the respect. He's not no longer in the hype zone no more. He's actually putting in work. You know what I mean? He's not in the hype zone no more. The Gamboa fight didn't do it for me. Sorry. Linares didn't do it for me neither. Sorry. This one does it. JoJo would do it for me. JoJo would definitely do it for me, without a doubt. He beats JoJo Diaz. I got total respect for Devin Haney. He don't need, but however, at that point, he'll have so much momentum at his back that going into that big fight for Undisputed that'd be huge, champ. It's gonna be huge. There go my brother D-Lo 44 boxing on deck. My main man, 100 grand. D-Lo, I see you, my brother. What's up with you, man? Hey, and that's another thing for D-Lo and everyone else. I hope y'all had a cool Thanksgiving, man. I ain't get a chance to chop it up with y'all about things. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving out there. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all took a minute to get down and give thanks for all of the good in your life and everything like that, and all of the good that is to come. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all all took that knee, and I hope y'all all gave thanks for everything that's in your life. And I hope y'all enjoyed the good meal. You feel me? I'm coming through for the place. Hold me down. You know what I'm saying? But I hope everyone enjoyed the good meal and sat down and just enjoyed the Thanksgiving holiday. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother D-Lo 44 boxing, man. I see you. Teo whooped Loma and made him look like knew a little something about boxing. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I look at the Loma fight as like the big one, but I don't also ignore along the way to the Loma fight. Like, he beat Comey for the belt. That's very commendable and respectable. He faced Loma as a champion. It was a unification. It wasn't Loma having all of the belts. It was, I got a belt, you got some belts. My respect level is intact. I'm proving. There used to be a golden line in boxing, whether you were a critic, an analyst, or whatever. You don't fuck with proven fighters. That shit is gone. You don't mess with proven fighters. You give them their respect. When they prove themselves, that's all that you can ever ask a fighter to do. If you don't like their personality, you don't like the way they talk, you don't like the way they walk, you don't like the shit that they saying, they got shit to do with the fight game. Inside that ring, is that kid winning? Who he beat? How did he beat him? Those questions are now becoming the last questions to be asked, not the first. Those are becoming the last questions now. That don't matter no more. Those things don't matter no more. And I'm not like that. So Teo lost. You got a stain on his record, sure. He lost to a damn good fighter and a game fighter in Georrge Kambosos. Good fight. Both men put up very valiant effort. They knocked each other down. It ain't like Kambosos went in there and dusted Teo. It didn't happen that way. No, they both suffered knockdowns. They both suffered a lot of damage. Teo was just embarrassed. His father is embarrassed. Kambosos is the new king. He calls himself the emperor all day. And we respect him as such. But there's still no reason to forget all of the good that Teo has done along the way. I'm not going to do that. That's why these fighters nowadays don't want to take risks right here. Afraid to be tossed to the trash bin once they lose. We always say, well, why these dudes ain't fighting? It's for this reason. Teo's marketability is being flushed down the toilet as we speak. For this reason right here, because fans abandon them. The media abandons them. All of their hard work goes out the window with one freaking fight in today's boxing climate. And this is why you have them hesitant, looking for advantages over each other. Well, I'm not going to fight him until he's old, or I'm not going to fight him until he get enough injuries, or I'm not going to fight him until I move up in weight first, and then when he's still down there, I'm going to challenge him to move up and meet me at another weight class. That's why all of these fixings got to be in. That's why it can't be straight up and down, no special effects no more, because everyone is afraid to lose because they won't treat them like Teo. I ain't doing that, man. Man, we ain't going like that. We ain't going like that. Tell me where I'm going wrong, fam, if I'm going wrong. Where does Teo go? Oh, I already read that one. Sir Ken, hey, what's up, brother? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? I'm chilling. Devin needs to be very focused and get this win this weekend. Then he is in the driver's seat for the biggest fight. Oh, we read that too with Kambosos. That's a fact. That's a fact. I got Zepeda stopping Teo. You got Zepeda stopping Teo. Matter of fact, Zepeda is supposed to be Josh Taylor's WBC mandatory. Zepeda is supposed to be Josh Taylor's WBC mandatory. So how, and I know people go, well, this is all Bob Arum. How do y'all don't think Bob Arum don't have nothing to do with that? He's the same cat that orchestrated the WBC franchise, right, for Loma and Teo. And we supposed to believe that all of these men, Josh has got to face this Jack Catterall cat, and now all of a sudden he got a mandatory in the WBC. So Teo can't move up and fight him. I feel bad for the brother Josh, man. I mean, for the brother Teo. I really feel bad for him, man. He never got his star to shine. He never got his star to shine. He never did. And all he ever done was win up to this point. All he's ever done was face the best in the freaking class. Can you say that about your favorite fighter? The answer is no. You can't say that about Tank. You can't say that about Dev. Maybe after this weekend. But still, at the end of the day, they just getting started. He already been there, done that. I'm not doing that shit, fight fans. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. So once again, man, respect the work, fight fans. Respect that work. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say Julius Ndongo ain't did nothing, man. Who is Julius Ndongo? Look at the work that he had put in, and he then turned around and got no respect for it. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? Are we boxing fans or what? I mean, I'm not understanding. I'm not doing that shit. And it's going to be real surprising if Teo move up and keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the fam, man. Salute to the fam. Thanksgiving was good, says D-Lo. I hope everyone had a good one, man. Oh, that's what's up, bruh. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man, my joint was chill, you know. Just kind of dealing with what I was dealing with. But family and friends made it real special. You know what I'm saying? Really did. DJ Zion Love says Haney is under tremendous pressure to win this Saturday fight. Absolutely. And he's not in there with a slouch of a fighter. He's in there with a fighter that's moving up in weight and now accustomed to the weight. He don't have to cut the weight cut. Perhaps may not bother JoJo as much as it bothers Devin. Devin has been there for a long time. And he said on many occasions that he's supposed to be moving up. And this is what I mean. Like I said, I'm leaning Devin. I believe that Devin's skill set should be able to get past JoJo Diaz. I believe such. But I can't say that for sure. But I mean, I don't know what that weight cut going to do. If he gets past it, hey, there you go. There you go. Some people wonder why Devin's power ain't intact. Why he ain't hitting as hard as he's supposed to be hitting. Why everyone wants to accuse him, say he's pillow fisted and this, that, and the third. We don't think the weight cut has nothing to do with that. I hope Devin ain't sacrificing no muscle. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Brandon Jackson says, I want to see some good body work from JoJo. Same here, fam. Same here. I want to see some good body work from JoJo. JoJo, I'm expecting to see some body work from JoJo. I'm expecting it. You know what I mean? I'm expecting it. Brandon says Zepeda could likely beat Teo going off of IQ alone. I don't see it. I got Teo over Zepeda. I'll take Teo over Zepeda. It all depends on how he's get used to the weight. Like y'all said earlier, some of y'all think that he's maybe a little small for 140. You know what I mean? And we'll see. We'll see. Take your time to go up there and go up there the right way. He should be all right. There go my brother Muhammad Hamatola on deck. What's up, my friend? How you feeling, man? Salute, fam. Sorry about your dog. You did your best, man. I thank you for that, bro. Really much. Thank you for that. And who knows, fight fans, on a future live stream, we could talk. I'm not prepared to talk about that now, but we'll talk about everything that we went through, because that's my first time dealing with that and going through that, you know. Yeah, we'll talk about it at a later time, you know what I'm saying? But it was a surreal experience, to say the least, you know, just for me. You feel me? Just for me. And I think if I ever got to go through that again, I don't think I can. I think I may got to do the at-home thing. But we'll talk about that down the line. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. But thanks for that, Muhammad Hamatola, and I really appreciate you, my brother. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all all. We saw a fight Saturday night, says Sir Ken. We saw a fight Saturday night with a few rounds of boxing. Nothing mattered on paper but the two warriors in the ring. It kept me on the edge of my seat from the opening bell. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. What a fucking fight. What a fight. You know, hats off to both of them. They both fought their asses off. You dig? I got total respect for both. I'm dying to see what Teo's journey goes, whether it's up to 140 or not. And I hope whatever situation he's involved in with top ranking Bob Arum, I hope he gets past it, because he never got his respect from Bob. Bob always tried to keep him boxed in, just like he tried to do everyone else that surpasses the level that Bob wants them at. Like, same way with Floyd, same way with Manny, same way with Terrence. When they go past a certain level, Bob wants to keep them down. He wants to keep them down. So you won't run around here like you some sort of boss. Like you could demand certain amounts of money. When Mikey demanded more money, he shut Mikey down. That's the game. And Teo had hit that plateau where it was time to now go beyond the level you've always knew me at, Bob. Yeah, I've always been right here, but I just beat Loma, and now I'm up here, and I want to be treated like such. And Bob had no plans on doing it. Sad, man. It's really, really sad. The man's star. He had all of the opportunity in the world to let that star shine, and it didn't. It didn't shine. Not to the level he wanted it to. And I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I mean? But one more thing I want to get into real quick, fight fans, and that's this right here. I know y'all heard this news fresh off the presser, huh? What's up with this right here? Amir Khan versus Kell Brook going down. It is official. I'm going to do a separate video on this probably sometime later. Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. This is a fight that's been... Shit, man. How long has this fight been talked about, bruh? This fight literally has been talked about since these boys were damn near teenagers. Teenagers, fight fans. Teenagers. Since Amir Khan, since the days where Kell Brook was forced to play second fiddle to Amir Khan and his silver Olympic medal. Since the days where Amir Khan was admired, revered by the UK fan base, and Kell Brook was always in his shadow. Let me move this out the way. Hold on. I see somebody say Bob got an old school mafia mentality. I hear that, man. 10 years too late, say DJ Zion Love. Yeah, man. Yeah, you right. How I say, bro, this goes back to the days of Amir Khan winning his silver medal. When he was helping when Kell Brook was helping Amir Khan prepare for the Olympics and everything like that, man. This fight go way back. The good thing I've always kept tabs on about this fight, the thing that makes me really want to see it, I know a lot of people, the expiration date that already came and gone, but what really intrigues me about this, is the fact that Brook was always in Khan's shadow, and he was always second fiddle to Khan his entire career. Even when he beat Showtime Sean Porter, his entire career, he's always been second fiddle to Amir Khan. That's what makes this fight so special. Will Brook finally get his, how should I say, I don't want to say revenge, because Khan ain't never really done nothing to him. Will he finally even the score? Will he finally surpass Amir Khan in the eyes of a lot of UK fans? I always say this, Khan is a legend from where he's from because of his silver medal, more than anything. That's what established his fan base. That's what established his momentum at the beginning of his career. And they've always revered him for such. And not to mention who he is also in the Muslim world. They revere him for that. And Kell Brook never got that admiration. He's just only from little old Sheffield, right? Little old Sheffield. Since the day that Kell Brook's pops brought him into that Ingle gym with Prince Nassim and all of them dudes, Kell has always been second fiddle. Until he got his championship later on in life, he became more of a primary thing. But it was always second fiddle to everything that Khan has ever done. Damn. Khan go to America first. Get the American love first. Kell Brook didn't. Kell Brook came afterwards. Khan says, you know what, man, I'm going to start getting used to get my name, my style. Kell Brook followed after. Khan says, I'm going to go up and wait and dare to be great. Kell Brook followed right behind him. I'm going to go up and face Canelo. Here go Kell Brook. I'm going to go up and fight Gennady Golovkin to try to outdo Khan and surpass Khan. Couldn't do it. Everything Khan wanted to do. Khan was telling him to fight me at this weight and fight at this weight. Kell Brook agreeing left and right. All of these years, it was already assumed that Khan was always the A side. Even though Khan was losing just as much as Brook was. But Brook always felt to a certain degree, I got to be the one that was inferior. Even in today's negotiations. Brook is coming off, the Crawford fight was his last fight, but he had some momentum with that, right? Don't mean nothing. Khan can lose, it don't matter. Khan was always the predominant A side over Kell Brook, and Kell Brook can never get that one leg up, no matter what he did, his entire career. Khan go up in a higher weight class and fights at 54. Kell Brook moves up to a higher weight class and fights at 54. Everything that Khan do, Kell Brook do, lockstep. Khan tell Kell Brook, I'm gonna drag. They both at 54. Khan telling him, oh, if you want to fight me, you want to fight me at 47. What is Kell Brook doing? Going down in weight to trying to make down the weight to 147. What people don't remember is Kell Brook was trying to go down to 47 for Khan. When Khan didn't cooperate, we got Crawford. It was because Khan told him to come down in weight. I remember sitting here doing the videos about it. Like, why does every time Amir Khan tell Kell Brook to do something, he fucking do it? Kell Brook finally had put his foot down on one demand that Khan had gave out, but why do you give in to every demand that Khan, like he's just your predominant A side? And if Kell Brook don't give in, Khan walks away like, oh well, I'm gone. I don't need you. It's unfortunate. So at this moment, at least this is the time where I believe that Kell Brook can even the score. DJ Zion Love says Brook is second fiddle. Hey, Felix, what's up, family? What's up with you, man? Yeah, he is, man. He's always been that way. Well, Khan told me to fight him at 151.5 pounds, so I'm just trying to get this last half off so I can go face him and knock him out with my chocolate brownies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just... I just was like, bro, stop following him around, man. So it's good that this fight is happening, man. They can at least settle their old rivalry, man. Ain't nothing like old rivalries getting settled, man. You want one rivalry I hope that gets settled, but I don't think it's gonna happen before boxing is over. Is Danny Garcia versus Terrence Crawford. I would like to see that, because that's the true rivalry right there. And as much as we caught up in the Terrence versus Earl and Keith and all this other jazz, the true rivalry was always Danny versus Terrence. And we never got that rivalry, you know what I mean? So at the very least, these dudes are shell of their former selves. I think that Kell Brook is going to knock Amir Khan all the way out. Can't train a chin. You know what I mean? A chin don't get better with time. You know what I'm saying? Don't happen that way, fight fans. That's against the boxing rules, you know what I mean? Khan still got that glass chin. I thought you said plastic chin. He got a plastic chin, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's terrible, bro. You can't train a chin. You can't train a chin. And Khan, he was always known for speed and fighting at, putting those combinations together with speed and precision like he used to do back in the day. That's not going to be enough, I think, to keep Kell off him. I think Kell is going to hunt him down, hit him hard, and try to stop him. And I hope Kell get his just due. I really, really, really do. A lot of the shit that Kell Brook been through over the years is always holding himself out for Amir Khan. It was all, even and I always, joke about it. And I'm sure the Earl Spence Jr. fans are going to pounce on this shit, but it's the facts. That is the fact that one of the main reasons why Kell Brook, aside from actually being injured, put in several medical extensions to face Earl Spence Jr., was also he was stalling for Khan. You know what I mean? It was always Khan. Everything Brook was always doing throughout his career was being dictated by Khan. I know this because I follow Kell Brook heavy. Y'all know I did. Everything he used to do was always second fiddle and following Khan. And I gave up on it. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo, I don't even, who cares? You know what I mean? It happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I hope you get your just do all of the running behind him you did, man. You've been sucking his smoke for years, you know what I mean? You've been sucking his dust for years, but it is what it is. Salute to my brother Napoleon Armstrong, man. Salute to you, family. Salute to you, man. Heavy Lefty, what's up, man? Chilling, Heavy Lefty. What up, man? How you doing, champ? I'm hanging in there. You know, man, every day time is proven to be the best healer more than anything, you dig? Time is the best, which each passing day, the load gets a little lighter and lighter. You know what I mean? Thanks for asking, man, and thanks for checking up on me, bro. Lorenzo Lewis says Khan versus Brook is now totally irrelevant as both fighters are both washed up. Facts. Crawford showed against both with them consummate ease, and that was ages ago. Yeah, that's true. I don't deny that, brother. I don't deny that these two fighters are beyond their expiration date. You know what I mean? I don't deny that. But at the end of the day, for the sake of the fact of evening scores, for all of the trash talk over the years, the back and forth over the years, and salute to Eddie Hearn, man. If Eddie is the one that got this done, and I'm looking on here, I see Sky Sports is doing this. I don't see nothing with DAZN, so maybe this ain't an Eddie thing. Maybe this is just squarely a Sky Sports thing, the way it's looking. I don't see DAZN, I don't see Matchroom on the flyer, so it ain't an Eddie thing. So screw Eddie. Eddie couldn't get it done. Hit that thumbs up for the homie, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. This is just a random stream. Just felt like talking some boxing to kind of keep things pushing, you know what I mean? That's all it is, fight fans. That's all it is. This actually was very therapeutic, man. This boxing talk. That's the power and the beauty of boxing when you have a passion for the sport, you know what I mean? I always say to anyone who think that this, or anyone on here who think that they're working, they're on a job or not enough, this ain't work. It just ain't work when you like doing what you love. This is boxing talk, you dig? And boxing talk, to a certain degree, for us who do it, it's very therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? It is. I'm gonna get on about it here, fight fans. Vince says, do that Brook impersonation again. That was pretty good. It gotta just come out. You know what I mean? It gotta just, like, you be talking and you can't just do it on command. But I'm gonna show to kind of slide that on in there. You know what I mean? Hey, salute to you, man. Salute. Khan always have the psychological edge over Brook, says DJ Zion Love. I couldn't agree with that more. Which I never understood. You know, I never got it because, and I think, like I said, it goes all the way back to their childhood, when they were much younger, coming up in the gym, seeing Khan getting all of this preferential treatment, and Kell Brook always figured deep down inside, I'm better than him, man. I should be getting that. That should be me right there. That's how I always looked at it. Like Khan is getting the things that I should be getting. And then when Khan lost, when he started to lose and his glass chin reputation started coming out, then I felt like Kell attempted to surpass Khan. He tried, but he never took off the right enough to really surpass him. You know, yeah, he beat Sean, and that was a monumental defeat, but you got to remember, Khan got championship wins as well. And he's beaten some damn good names. Ain't no arguably in it. His resume is better than Brook's. That's just the facts of the matter. When Brook went on that Frankie Gavin, JoJo Dan, Kevin Bizier run, like those days, Khan was ahead, man. He was far ahead. Khan had victories, fighting over Maidana and Devin Alexander. I mean, all of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? From lower weight classes on down. And so Khan has always kind of been like one step, even when he started losing. Kell didn't take that moment. He beat Porter. If he would have went and fought Jesse Vargas when that fight was on the table for a unification, that probably would have did it. But instead, he went up to fought Gennady Golovkin. That was his opportunity. And he couldn't surpass Khan. Golovkin shut him down. Earl shut him down. And then Brook just became somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't surpass Khan. And that's sad. The opportunity that when he was a champion and Khan wasn't, and he was a champion, he couldn't take that moment and take it to the next level. He couldn't. It's unfortunate. But I hope that these two settle it for all of the years of bickering, all of the years of rivalry and competitiveness. It's good to see that these two are going to fight before they retire. It really is. And salute to Sky Sports for putting this together, even though it's way, way past its expiration date. You know, man. Hey, what's up, man? QC2 roster. What's up, family? He says, what's happening, man? Much respect for the channel, and my condolences on your dog passing, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, fight fan. So, you know, I'm still going through my emotions, and I'm gonna miss him, man. You know, 13 years, man. 13 years. But I'm getting through day by day. Thank you for all who has checked in. I just wanted to get on here and talk it up with some of the fam and let y'all know how I was doing, and just get a little boxing talk in, you know. Makes me feel a little better. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really trying to do nothing too heavy, but just whatever's in the news right now. I'm a little behind on some of the stuff that's out here. Oh, major salute to Stevie Fulton. Cool boy Steph getting the job did, right? Cool boy Steph, right? Getting the job done over Figueroa. You know, I want to say this. Learned a new layer of Stevie Fulton. That's watching that fight. Now, I've always given him credit for being slick, for being a boxer, for being one of the better athletic fighters at the class, the whole 9 yards. But I never knew how war-torn or war-ready he'd be. When he beat Angelo Leo, he didn't beat him in a war. He beat Angelo Leo on smarts, picking his shots. You know what I mean? He beat Brandon Figueroa on, to a certain degree, hitting him with cleaner shots, but also fighting his fight. Cool, salute to cool boy Steph, man. But now, people, I don't know why everyone's like stuck on that. Like, no rematch. No, ain't no rematches, dog. We going to the best fight at the class. Brandon lost his opportunity. It's a wrap. I thought he was going to lose anyway. Let's go to the #1 fight at the class. That's Raees Salim versus Stevie Fulton. It was always destined to be this way. It was always, never Brandon Figueroa. It was always destined to be this way. I don't know why people thought that Brandon Figueroa was standing in the way of this. Raees Salim is looking like a prime fighter right now. And so is Stevie Fulton. The skills of those two fighters, Brandon Figueroa and his 1,000 punches, just doesn't compare. It was always going to be, I believe it was written, it was always going to be this way. And so bring it on, man. Raees Salim has been on Stevie Fulton's trail for a long time. For a long time, you know what I mean? And he's been saying things to the effect like he felt like he got Stevie figured out. I got to admit, I'm not saying it, you know, Stevie has been a little resistant towards that, towards that fight than anything. And I'm not saying he ducking Raees or nothing like that. I'm just saying he ain't been more welcoming of that fight. Raees was ready to go before the Figueroa fight. Right? And Raees has been on him and Fulton and Figueroa, all of these cats, man. They all been fighting in close quarters together on same cards and all that stuff. It was destined. I've always said I believe that these two were the best fight at the class at 122. And that Russell boy coming too all day. But at the end of the day, man, bring it on, man. And I hope Stevie Fulton don't move up and wait and go to 26 or something like that before taking care of that Raees Salim fight. I hope we do get that fight. Raees Salim has been asking for that fight after fight after fight, and he's giving great performance after great performance after great performance. There's no reason not to get. He even knocked out the DC homie, Bates. I was hoping for Bates. Man, Raees Salim wiped him out in a rematch. I fucks with Raees to beat Salim, man. And I think him and Stevie Fulton is a 50-50 fight. 50-50 fight. I have a hard time deciding the winner between Raees Salim and Stephen Fulton. I really do. That's a pick'em fight. It's gonna be a explosive fight. I mean, chess match. I mean, shit, bro. That's just gonna be a fight. It's gonna really. We don't know. We just gotta wait and see. That's just one of those. They both peaking. They both looking solid. They both giving good performances. Ain't many flaws on either man right now. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. This is the fight of fights right here. Raees Salim versus Stevie Fulton. I hope they get this done, man. I like to get this early 2022. I hope they get this done. Salute to Brandon Figueroa, though. I know he's talking about moving up in weight. If Brandon does move up in weight, how about calling out Gary Russell? I mean, I'm just saying, though. The WBC still let you keep in belts. You still taking pictures after the loss with the WBC belt. Fine. Okay. Come on up to the 126, right? And see the actual WBC champion and Mr. I repeat, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Get your belt back. Get your belt back. Gary too smart for this, man. He gonna pick his shots, bro. He ain't gonna be able to touch Gary. Gary gonna get up under them punches and cause a lot of damage with them speedy hands on the inside of Figueroa. But I'm just saying, if you move up in weight, why not go after the belt, which they've all already trying to give you anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Salute to the family, man. Hey, there go my brother D-Ray. D-Ray, thank you, man. What's up, champion? We talking boxing, man. Hey, man, salute to the entire fam, man. Y'all really made me feel good. Y'all really helped me get through this period in my life, man. And, you know, I just want to say thank you to everybody for the kind words once again. And my old lady, man, my lady, too, she read y'all comments, and she's saying thank you, too, also for the kind words. Thank you all, man. Y'all go out there and have a blessed day in the whole 9 yards. I see y'all real soon, you know what I'm saying? And y'all stay blessed, stay stress and sucker free in the whole 9 yards. And remember, the devil is everywhere, omnipresent, everywhere at the same time. He want everything in your life ruined. He wants your life in shambles. He wants you crying, depressed. He don't want you being great. He don't want you fulfilling your destiny. He don't want that special thing that's in you to come out and take over the world. You dig? We ain't going like that. You make that happen. I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Stay up, fight fans. To the next video. Peace out.